We're going to take a look at our new vocabulary words that go along with Lesson 28. As always, we're going to use the context clues and picture clues to help us figure out definitions. Our first word is task. Let's read the sentences. My grandfather gave me a task to do. I helped him decorate for the party. So an example of a task must be decorating for the party. I can think of a lot of different tasks that my mom has given me to do, or my grandmother. So a task must mean a job that you have to do. Can you think of an example of a task that mom or dad might have asked you to do? Like clean your room, do the dishes, mow the lawn, do your homework. Those are all examples of tasks. Our next word is glimmering. There's a base word in there, glimmer, with the ing ending being added. The sentences say, the divers saw something flash in the water. It was a group of glimmering fish. I noticed in the first sentence, flash is kind of a hint word that could help me figure out a meaning for glimmering. If something is flashing, it must be shiny. So a good definition for glimmering is something that is shiny. So in this example, the picture clue is showing us fish that are glimmering in the ocean. Can you think of an example of something that is glimmering? All right, I'm going to give you a few examples. You say yes or no if it's glimmering. A gold necklace. A t-shirt. Coins. A candle. A fancy belt buckle. A dirty window. A diamond ring. A flower. Okay, I bet you can think of many other things that glimmer. Our next word is served. Again, I see a base word, serve, with the ed ending, meaning it's happening in the past. I think pizza tastes better when it is served fresh and hot right out of the oven. So looking at my picture clue, I can see there's a waiter who is serving the food to the young girl. So if something's been served, it means that it was prepared and offered to you. Have you ever been served food that you did not like? What was it? Have you ever gone to a restaurant where a waiter or a waitress served you food? Try to finish these sentences as I say them. I like cake served with. Soup is served in a. A hamburger is usually served on a. She served me juice in a small. Our next word is content. The girls were content to play outside. It was fine with them not to watch TV. Well, looking at the girls in the picture, what would be a good synonym for the word content? How do they look like they feel getting to play outside? Well, in the second sentence, it was fine, so they feel fine, or happy. So content is a synonym for happy, satisfied, or fine. When do you feel most content? What are you usually doing when you feel content? Are you watching TV? Playing video games? Going hiking? Give me some examples of things that help you feel content. Our next word is worn. The teddy bear looks worn. It must be very old. Let's look at that teddy bear. I bet that belonged to somebody for a very long time. They've held it, they've hugged it, they've slept with it for a very long time. It looks a little damaged and worn out. Worn is an adjective in this sentence, and it describes something that's been damaged by wear or use. So it's been used over and over again. Do you have a favorite plushie or stuffed animal that looks a little bit worn like this teddy bear? Maybe you have a favorite t-shirt that you've worn over and over again, and now it's very worn. Our next word is overjoyed. The children were overjoyed to see each other. They smiled and laughed. If someone's overjoyed, take a look at their expressions. They're smiling, they're laughing, they must be very happy. So a good definition for overjoyed would be very happy. How does someone look who is overjoyed? How do they act? You ever heard that expression, jump for joy? Can you think of a time that you felt overjoyed? I was young when I lost our pet dog, and I was overjoyed when we found him. Our next word is concealed. It says a smaller doll is concealed inside the larger doll. Well, first we have our base word conceal with an ed ending again, which means it's happening in the past. Looking at the picture, it's almost like the other doll was hidden inside, meaning you wouldn't be able to see it. So if something's concealed, it's hidden from view. So for example, when you're playing hide and seek, you're trying to conceal yourself. Have you ever concealed your face with a mask? What kinds of things are concealed inside a cabinet or a drawer? Have you ever tried to conceal the truth from your parents? I hope not. Our last word is valuable. This ring is valuable to my mother. She has had it for many years. Well, looking at that ring, I see diamonds in it. Must be worth a lot of money. So something that's valuable is worth a lot of money. Sometimes we consider different things to be very valuable if they mean a lot to us, too. Why do you think it's so important to take care of your most valuable things? Well, because they could be worth a lot of money or mean a lot to you. Try to think right now, what are some examples of things that are valuable to you? All right, so those are our new vocabulary words. Let's take a look at them sorted into nouns, verbs, and adjectives. Remember, a noun is a person, place, or thing. The word task is a noun. It's a job, something you do. We had two verbs, served and concealed. And then we had several adjectives this week: glimmering, content, worn, overjoyed, and valuable. For your weekly project this week, we are going to use those adjectives to create posters. I'm going to show you an example of one now. Using the word glimmering, I thought of all the different things that are great examples of things that are glimmering. Fish scales, stars, glitter, jewelry, a disco ball, diamonds, and sequins. And then I chose one of them to draw a picture of. And I put the vocab word at the top of my poster. You're going to do this for the 5 different adjectives this week. Try to complete 1 page each day, and then on the last day on Friday, you can read your book to me. Show me your adjective drawings. Show me the different examples that you came up with for each word. I hope you like my example. It's from the famous book, The Rainbow Fish. Made me think of glimmering fish scales. All right, keep up the great work.